Hi again for the last time today. I did change something in my kitchen just to see if you would notice. Over there. No, over there. I add flowers to the scenery. Just to that. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have on a different outfit and I have a different location. I'll do that for you. But for now, grab your book. And today we are going to read pages 180 through 196. Here we go. This chapter is called Going Nowhere. We're kind of a sort of a sad part of the book, right? A little bit, a little melancholy. Let's see if it gets a little better, a little happier. I watch Ruby plod around the ring in endless circles, going nowhere. More visitors have been coming, but not many. Mac says Ruby's not picking up the slack after all. He says he's cutting back our food. He says he's turning off the heat at night to save money. Ruby looks thinner to me, more wrinkled than Stella ever was. Do you think Ruby's eating enough? I asked Bob. I don't know. I'll tell you one thing, though. You're sure as heck painting enough. Bob wrinkles his nose. That stench is unbelievable. I found yellow paint in my tail this morning. Bob's happy about my night painting. He says it's unnatural. Now, while I work at my art, Bob sleeps on Not Tag. He claims he prefers her because she doesn't snore. He says her belly doesn't rise and fall and make him seasick. What is this plan of yours anyway? Bob asks. If you explain it to me, I could help out. He gnaws at his tail. Maybe I could come up with something that doesn't involve, paint. I can't explain it, I tell him. It's an idea in my head, but I can't get it right. And anyway, I'm almost out of eyes. I should have known I wouldn't have. I get my tires swing. It's started with the blue paint. It's a stupid idea. I doubt, Bob says. Ellie, yes. Stupid, never. Page 182, Bad Guys. Most of the day I doze. Late in the afternoon, Mac approaches. Bob slips under Not Tag. He prefers to keep a low profile around Mac. Mac's gaze falls upon my pool. A corner of one of the paintings is visible. What's that, big guy? He asks. I calmly eat an orange, ignoring him. But my heart is racing. Mac kicks at my plastic pool. Underneath it are all the paintings. Mac yanks on a piece of paper. It slips out easily, and he doesn't seem to notice the other painting. The page is striped with green, which is what happens when blue and yellow paint together. It's supposed to be a patch of grass. Not bad. Where'd you get paint anyway? George's kid? He considers. I'll bet I can get 30 for this picture, maybe even 40. Mac turns on my TV. It's a Western. There's a human with a big hat and a small gun. He has a shiny star pinned to his chest. That means he's the sheriff. He will get rid of all the bad guys. If this is quick, I'm getting more money, buddy, Mac says. He walks away with my painting, Ruby's painting. For a moment, I imagine what it would be like to be the sheriff. I wonder if he'd get rid of Mac. Is that a bad guy? Page 184 is called Ad. Good news, huh? Bob says when Mac's out of earshot. Looks like you might be getting some more supplies. I don't want to paint for Mac, okay? I'm painting for Ruby. You do both, said. You're an artist, after all. While I watch the movie, I try to come up with a new hiding for my paintings. Maybe, I think, I could fold them once they're dry and stuff them into Not Tag. It's a long movie. At the end, the sheriff marries the woman who owns a saloon, which is a watering hole for humans, but not horses. It's been a long time since I've seen a Western that was also romance. I liked that movie, I say to Bob. Too many horses and not enough dogs, he comments. An ad, come on. I don't understand ads. They're not like Westerns, where you know who the bad guy is to be. And they're hardly ever romantic, unless the man and woman are brushing teeth before they face lick. I watched an ad for Under Armour. How do you know who's who if they don't smell like them? Humans reek, Bob replies. They just don't notice. They don't have, because they have incompetent noses. Another ad comes on. I see children and their parents buying tickets, just like the tickets Mac sells. They laugh, enjoying their ice cream cones as they walk down a path. They pause to watch two sleepy-eyed cats, huge and striped, dozing in long grass. Tigers. I know because I saw them on a nature show once. Words flash on the screen, accompanied by a drawing of a red giraffe. The giraffe vanishes, and then I see a human family staring at another kind of family. Elephants, old and young. They're surrounded by rocks and trees and grass and room to wander. It's a wild cage, a zoo. I see where it begins and where it ends. The wall that says you are this and that you are that, and that's how it will always be. It's not a perfect place. Even in just a few fleeting seconds on my TV screen, I can see that. A perfect place would not need walls. But it is a place I need. I gaze at the elephant and go over at Ruby, small and alone. Before the ad ends, I try to remember every last detail. Rocks, trees, trunks. The picture I need to paint. Page 188. Imagining. It's different now when I paint. I'm not painting what I see in front of me, banana, an apple. I'm painting what I see in my head. Things that don't exist. At least not yet. Page 189 is called Not Tag. I pull out Not Tag stuffing. Carefully, I fill it with my paintings, hiding them so Mac won't sell them. She's large, bigger than Bob, but I still have to crumple a few of them. Bob tries to settle on her for a nap. You killed her, he complains. I had to, I say. I miss your stomach, Bob admits. It's so spacious. When Julia arrives, she notices that I've used up my paints and paper. Wow, Julia shakes her head. You are one serious artist, Ivan. Page 190. One more thing. My finger painting has sold for $40 with frame. Mac is happy. He brings me a huge pile of paper and big buckets of paint. Get to work, he says. I paint for Mac during the day and for Ruby at night. Now I can. But my nighttime picture isn't quite right. It's big, that's for sure. When I place all the pieces on the floor of my cage side by side, the cement is almost completely covered. But something is still missing. Bob says I'm crazy. There's Ruby, he says, pointing with his nose. There's the zoo. There are the other elephants. What's wrong with it? It needs one more thing, I say. Bob groans. You're temperamental. You're being a temperamental artist. What could be missing? I stare at the huge expanse of colors and I don't know how to explain it to Bob. That isn't done yet. I'll just have to wait, they laugh. Something will come to me, and then I'll know my painting is finally finished. Excuse me, finally ready. 193, the 7 o'clock show. During the last show of the day, Ruby seems to, when she stumbles, Mac reaches for the claw stick. I tense, waiting for her to strike back. Ruby doesn't even flinch. She keeps plodding along, and after a while, Snickers jumps on back. Page 194, called 12. I lie on the page with Bob on my stomach, watching Julia do her homework. She doesn't seem to be enjoying it. I can tell because she is sighing more than usual. Again, for the 100th time, or maybe the 1000th, I wonder what is missing from my painting. For the 100th time, or maybe the 1000th, I don't have any answer. Dad, Julia says as George passes by the mop, can I ask you a question? May I? George corrects. Ask away. Glances down at a piece of paper. What's the difference between the words P-R-I-N-C-I-P-A-L and the one spelled P-R-I-N-C-I-P-L-E? The first one is a head of a school, like Mrs. Garcia or Mrs. Collins. The second one is a belief that helps you know what's right or wrong. He smiles. For example, it's against my principles to do my daughter's homework for her. Julia groans. If I'm going to be an artist when I grow up, why don't you know how to laugh or off? Poor Julia, I think. I just fine without learning how to spell. All those endless letters, those sticks and circles and zigzags, books and magazines, billboards and candy wrappers. Words. Humans love their words. I leap up, goes flying straight into the pool. A word. You know how I got wet feet, Bob yells. He scrambles out of the water, shaking each foot in dismay. I look out my window at the billboard and still hear Jack's voice in my head. Come to the X8 Big Top 1 video, home of the one only Ivan, my silverback. I count to 12, and then I count again, just to be sure. I wonder what that means. From my kitchen today. I hope you're enjoying Ivan. I wonder if I will save Stella. Not Stella, Ruby. Hope he can save Ruby. And I wonder if Bob will help. More later. Have a great week. See you soon.